Podcast, you can't win. I touch black and whites just by stroking my chin. Tell Marva got a plan if he just sit in. And we can be the sons and thus fit in. Talking a good game, topics never lame. Conversations just the same, right before they left the brain. Seriously funny, but if you take us seriously, you end up smiling. If not, laugh hilariously. And every Tuesdays we're on the one, so stay in tune before noon. It's the Podical Sons.
It's ridiculously funny.
Slap that clap damn arm. My watch came off.
You almost lost the watch.
I lost my watch in World War clap.
You gotta be careful with the clap.
That was an epic clap, man.
That's what I'm saying. You snapped the watch right off the wrist.
Welcome back to the best no judgment zone space in the world, because neither one of us have law degrees.
Hey.
I'm Marvelous.
And I'm not your average Joseph.
And we are the Podical Sons. Let's start this show. How you feeling today?
I'm good, man. It's been a nice day. I woke up. It's funny because I seen it actually start snowing from yesterday, and then it was just some light flurries. I said, we okay. But then I woke up this morning and I seen it, starting to accumulate. And gotta be honest with you, man. You know what? I don't mind it because it hasn't been a whole lot of snow that we facing. Granted, we are in the second day of February, and we know how February can get. But so far it's been a mild winter, so I can't really complain.
I look at it and stuff as we had snow that snow that sticks.
Yeah.
Probably, if you look at it, less than a week time frame.
Yeah.
It's like every few, like 4 or 5 days,
right? Something
sticks, and then it'll take time to like melt away some, and then it'll come back.
And it'll come back. Yeah.
So, it's at a better notion. I'll take it like this compared to like you get that one big ass dump.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of that.
Yeah,
I'm not a fan of that. But at least this is drivable. And decent and stuff, whatever.
Yeah, you can navigate, man.
No, because I looked out the window stuff this morning. I looked at my car. I'm like, damn, there's snow in the car. I'm like, damn, the street's still icy white. But then when I realized the stuff when I hit the main roads, I'm like, oh, I can see the roads. I'm like, yeah, we can run it.
Yeah.
We can run it. Oh, man. We here at our favorite spot. I love doing this, man.
Listen, it's one of those things where you just know.
When you love what you do.
Yeah.
When you love what you do.
Yeah.
It ain't work.
And I can truly, really say Sunday is a fun day.
Sunday is a fun day, man.
You know what's so funny about this Sunday is it's a palindrome or whatever they call it, where it's
the fuck?
The date. I forget the correct pronunciation of it, but the date today, if we do it numerically, is 02/02/2020.
So there's a name for those type of things?
Right.
Oh, they name every damn thing.
Yeah, so just like
I was gonna say like it's just a coincidence, but they have a specific science name to it.
Yeah, like noon would fall under that category, where whether it's backwards or forwards, it's the same thing.
Gotcha.
Right? So that's what today's date is, man. So I guess the viewers can hit us up with the correct term and let us know what
the deal is.
Yeah, but
let's grade into some stuff before we get into some new stuff now. So now, do you judge people by the groceries that they buy or they have in their shopping cart, or they throw on the conveyor belt?
Nah, I don't.
I judge.
You judge?
I judge the shit out of the peoples. I don't know how you guys don't judge. But then again, I realize some people and stuff, you guys go there with a mission. You guys go there like, I'm going to pick up the things I need to pick up, and you need to get the hell up out of Dodge to get back to where you need to go.
Yes.
I get it.
Yeah.
I guess part-time people watch. Here's why. Many, many years ago in Cleveland, whatever, right? I want to say in Ohio especially.
Okay.
No wine is sold on Sundays. This was a Saturday night, and this place had a big sign up and stuff and everything saying that there's no wine on Sundays, but this is 11:50 p.m. on a Saturday night.
Now, is that all alcohol together, or is it just wine?
Just wine.
Really?
So Ohio there's a few states and stuff in that Bible Belt region that where they don't partake in stuff in like buying wine, selling wine on Sundays. You can buy beer, vodka, but not wine. But so you buy your wine and stuff like any other day. You have 6 days to buy wine.
Yeah.
Right? So in any case, I'm in line, right? And the dude in front of me in line, this is what he got. This is the reason why I started judging people.
You start judging people?
My man he had 2 big bottles of barefoot wine. He had like a red and a white.
Okay.
He throws that on the conveyor belt.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
A box of KY jelly.
Oh.
I think a rope.
Oh.
2 cucumbers.
Mm-hmm.
And lip balm.
Where did lip balm come in?
I don't know. I don't know what this man think that lip balm is supposed to just make everything to be all forgetful.
Yeah.
Whatever, right? So now
he got lip balm. He ain't up to nothing.
So me, I'm looking down. I'm like, what the fuck? But then when I'm looking down, the cashier, I realize the cashier's looking at me. The cashier's looking at me and stuff. Whatever.
Yeah.
She's a black girl. She's looking like I felt like I can read her mind. Only woman in the world I feel like I can read her mind. She's looking like, nigga, are you seeing this? And I'm like, yeah, girl, this is some different shit. No words. We just looked, blinked, and then she just like asked the dude, she's like, how many bags would you like?
Right.
He's like, gee, he didn't even flinch. He's like, I'll take 2 bags, please. That's it.
That's it.
I was like, bro, you just bought 2 bootleg dildos, KY jelly, and rope. I will pay to be a fly on the wall. I'm like, he's having an action-packed night. Like I said, it's almost midnight at the time. So I'm looking like, you know what? I'm going to shut my pie hole. He walk out. When he walk out, the cashier's like, yo, he a freak, huh? I'm like, you jealous because you working and I ain't doing nothing like that.
You think the lip balm was like an impulse buy? Like he just seen that last.
I think so.
He just seen that last minute. He was like, "Oh, yo, shit, my lips kind of. I need some lip balm."
I think so. That's what I think it was.
Because it just doesn't go with any of those items that you just mentioned.
With nothing, whatever. The man and I'm like, yo, salute to that dude and stuff. Whatever. If you ever hear this podcast and stuff, whatever, my G, I am that black midget with the big forehead that was standing behind you that night, whatever. That was me. So if you see this face, you know. I aired you out. I don't know your name, but you were my hero because it took cojones to buy some shit like that. And I would have probably bought the rope, went back to the car, and I would have came and bought like lettuce with the cucumbers, and then I probably went to like the self-checkout for the damn KY.
Yeah. And listen, if you do so happen to listen to this podcast and you recognize this face, you ain't got to mention your names. Just hit us up and tell us how the night went. We want to know how that is. We want to know how that night went.
My G, that is absolute, man.
But isn't that amazing how you can make some friends off of some crazy shit? Like you just see somebody else.
Mean the cashier?
Yeah. You just see somebody else. It don't even have to be the cashier, but somebody else just look at you and you look at them because something ain't right or something out of, and you just say it in person. You just like,
my spider sense was tingling, man. I was like, this seemed a little bit dodgy. I'm like, you know what? This man's having an action-packed night. So I remember, and my mom's and stuff, whatever. Salute to my mom. She was evil though, but she tried to clean it up. I want to say, my mom should have been a damn PR rep.
Right.
So the following day, because I went to go kick it with my peoples and stuff with her that night.
Okay.
And the following day, I was giving her the joke with her. I'm like, yo, this dude walked in and stuff and everything. And she's like, well, how you know he didn't need the cucumbers for a salad he had to make for work? I'm like, what? I was like, what about the rope? She's like, he probably had a part in his house that he had to tie down and stuff until they came to come fix it. She was damage control for everything. So
she had it?
Yeah, she had it. I'm like, you know what? We're done talking, man. I'm like, yo, shut up, man. We're done talking. I'm done talking about this and stuff, whatever. But I mean, like, when I looked at it, I was like, you don't know. You don't know. She's right. You don't know, right?
That, I mean, it looked like some wild shit.
It looked like some wild shit. So then even like, okay, kid out here dating.
Yeah.
Seeing whatever, I see a girl.
Right.
Find it interesting.
Yeah.
I see her in the grocery store, whatever, right?
Mm.
American women are different from Canadian women.
Okay.
American women, they kind of give you a longer look to let you know, I'm interested.
Yeah.
If you're brave enough, come talk to me.
Come over here. Yeah. Say some words.
Come say some words. Canadian girls, they give you like the little quick ass little lip glance, like some quick shit, and then they turn their head.
Yeah.
So you don't know what the hell. You're like,
yeah.
Is something behind me?
You thinking I may be?
Yeah, I'm not too sure.
Possible
and everything.
Let me try.
Right.
So you tried.
I tried. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna walk over there. So when I'm walking over there and stuff, whatever. We in the grocery store and shit like that, whatever. She had a little I call it the little bitch basket, you know? Yeah. I got my little bitch basket. She got a little bitch basket. Mm-hmm. As I'm walking over there, I'm getting ready to say something to her. So I'm like, hey, how you doing? She said, I'm good. How are you? But when I look down and grazing her little bitch basket, she had a yeast infection cream in there. Bang. Right? So when I seen the yeast infection cream, I see Monostat 7. I was like, so she got the 7-day banger. So it's not like, like a 3-day banger, a 5-day. She got the 7-day banger.
She need deep.
Right. So I'm looking like, I start acting all lost. I'm like, yo, I can find the lettuce? Like, yo. And she's like, oh, I think you walked past the aisle and stuff or something that way. I'm like, appreciate it. Have a nice day. I'm not about to talk to her. I'm like, yo, you deal with your own yeast infection thing on your own. A good portion of women have yeast infections.
You're right.
I'm just not looking to go down on no chick and come up with a doughy type of face.
See, it's funny that you mention it, and I say that
you don't judge.
I don't judge,
but you looking at people's baskets.
I'll tell you where I do.
I do it.
I tell you where I do because it's not the grocery store.
I knew it. Okay,
it's not the grocery store.
Okay, but where?
Anytime I go to Shoppers Drug Mart.
You see, but that's what I'm saying.
And if sorry, for those who don't know, our American people out there, Shoppers Drug Mart would be... To
listeners across the world, the listeners out there, it's our drugstore. It's our brand of drugstores here in Canada.
That's it.
Go ahead.
Yeah. I mean, I'm always looking at the person in front of me when they lay out.
You see what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. I'm like, yo, so that's why when I posted the question, I'm like, yo, how y'all not flinch? Because I'm all in your mix, whatever. One of my peoples told me, he's like, yo, he went somewhere, seen a dude, he threw his item down, and because the guy had big ass hands, he tried to cover it up until the cashier's getting ready to check him out.
Right.
My boy he's looking like, what's he trying to hide and stuff like, give him a look back, he just gave him a head nod like, what's up? They made eye contact and everything. And when he seen that my boy was looking, he reached off, like he took his hand off the item and reached for one of those random National Enquirer magazines.
One of those magazines.
And just threw it on top over it, whatever. Yeah. But he didn't cover it properly.
Okay.
It was a Trojan vibrating cock ring.
Okay.
But I guess he was nervous about buying the vibrating cock ring.
Yeah, but ain't nothing wrong with that.
Whatever, right?
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
So then when my boy gave him like a little chuckle, the man's like, shit, he's on to me. He said, fuck it. He just walked out. He just walked out. He's like, fuck it. He left everything. So he's like, my boy's like, yo, come back. I'll buy it for you. Come back. He's like, nope. The guy never came back. So when the cashier's like, is this yours? He's like, no, it was the guy who walked out. It's not mine. Whatever. I don't need nothing to vibrate to get the job done. So the lady's like, okay. She just asked him like, you want a bag?
Yeah.
But when I'm having a convo and stuff with the peoples and many peoples that I see,
right,
they're like, they judge. But then when I'm looking at the votes, people say they don't judge.
Yeah.
So I'm like, salute to the peoples that follow us, that you're just minding your business. All I'm saying, Sofa K Marvelous, aka Marvelous, aka the nosy bastard, is just saying, every now and then just take a little gander in somebody's little basket or their cart. Just take a little gander. Just to see some stuff, whatever, right?
Yeah, because see, I mean, in the drugstore, it's not usually no crazy lineups, no this, that, and the third. It can take you a little bit of time.
But you have nothing else to do but to wait, though.
But wait. But I mean, just like you said, in the grocery store, I'm trying to get in and get out. I'm not even looking ahead of me. I'm not looking behind me. So I don't know.
Look. I seen this chick. She bought like a dog bed one day. It was like she's like a little cute brunette. She wore glasses and stuff with her. She'd be like a little naughty secretary in a porno or something.
Okay.
She had a little doggy bed. She bought some dog food and stuff for them. Like she had a dog, and then she bought like a big thing of peanut butter. I'm like, really, boo? Really, boo? Yo, where you about to put the peanut butter on your nipple and your cooch for the dog to lick it out? I was like, you know what? I'm like, you know what? I'm done. So when we were going towards the line, I just went to the next line and stuff for them. I'm like, despicable. So I jumped.
Poor dog.
Dog is trying to get his peanut butter. That's it. So yeah, man. But that's just what it is. Put it into the question, man. Let's get to it, man. All
right. I'm ready, man. What's up?
All right, let's talk about the Grammys and stuff. And, the Grammys popped off last week and stuff, whatever. At the same time, So we gave you the little heads up and stuff whatever pertaining to Kobe, R.I.P. Kobe and Mamacita.
R.I.P.
So, but that night we were already done recording.
Right.
But the Grammys went off and everything like that. And Tyler the Creator was one of the winners and stuff, whatever. Like, there was tons of winners and stuff that came off and everything. Salute to Alicia Keys.
Yes.
She did a brilliant job. I didn't watch the whole thing, but I just seen, like, her intro piece and everything like that. Like, you know, her playing the piano. No one's ever done anything like that. Whoever hosted the Grammys before, no one's ever done that.
Yeah.
Alicia Keys done it.
Yeah.
She might solidify her spot for the next few years to come.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Yeah.
But you and I were watching Diddy and the whole Rock Nation, because the Rock Nation brunch goes on the same weekend as the Grammys.
Right. So where Diddy made that speech was at Clive Davis's party. Right. Yeah.
Clive Davis does his little party, and Jay-Z and Rock Nation do a brunch. Right. So Diddy had a speech, and he was saying in his speech and stuff at Clive Davis's little party, was saying that the voting committee for the Grammys, they're very discriminatory against rap, hip hop, and R&B.
Of course, yeah.
And it's been like that for years.
Yeah.
And we've, like I said before, we've always dictated cool.
Right.
And they've just kind of pushed those categories off to the side and brush them off and like not give them the type of shine recognition that they actually they deserve.
Yeah.
They get the just desserts and stuff, whatever. He's like, whether it be racism or the parties at the people at B, he's like, well, they need to elect and put new people and stuff in these voting things, and he's willing to offer himself to it.
I mean, as far as I know, maybe the last 2 or 3 years, the only real representative that we had on the committee is Ninth Wonder.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, well, salute to that.
I don't know of anyone else from the R&B hip hop community that sits on the board. There might be, I don't know, but I know what Ninth Wonder for sure, because that, you know, I mean, I'm from the producer realm. That's somebody who I follow.
Right. So I mean, what he said, it had a lot of validity to it.
Yes.
Right? Had a lot of validity to it and everything like that. So
Yes.
then enter Tyler the Creator. After he wins his award, they interview him and stuff, as usual, what they normally tend to do.
Yeah.
When they interviewed him and stuff, whatever, he said he felt like the win was like a backhanded compliment, because he said in one way he always talked about winning a Grammy, but when they kind of wrote it off as like urban pop,
Yeah.
he felt the type of way, and he said like he feels like urban, and I agree with him. Urban feels like the new N-word nowadays, right?
Yeah. I can agree with that.
And he's like, this is something he did was more genre bending. It wasn't his typical rap style.
Yeah.
Because he has like a grunge hip hop rap style.
Right.
This was a different kind of realm. It had the Earthquake song.
Mm-hmm.
That's, if anything, that's more of an R&B, way far from rap.
Right.
So why would you even give it a rap category? Is it because of the artist? But I'm like, no, but artists tend to switch genres and move up thousands of times over.
Of course.
I want to say, if let's say somebody Enrique Iglesias, if he does a full Latin album, it's Latin. If he does an English album and stuff, it's pop.
Right.
So what's the difference?
Yeah, you got a point. He's got a point.
So, and I'm not a fan of the Grammy voting thing and stuff, whatever, but I'm glad you said the thing about the Ninth Wonder, because I was just trying to understand the dynamics. Like, who the hell, where did they choose these people from?
It's a good question.
It's kind of like the electoral college thing and stuff with the votes.
Yeah, I would say so. And
so why do we look for the Grammys and stuff as validation to say this album is fire, when it could be like a panel of 20 old bastards and stuff? No disrespect to them and stuff, but they don't know nothing about the genre.
Right. I mean,
they can't even teach you how to Dougie, much less.
It's an old boys club. I mean, not much different from the Oscars. You know what I mean? There's a certain amount of people who can only occupy that space, right? Mm-hmm. And every year it seems to be the same type of people occupying that space. And I don't think it should be that way. I think there should be 2 or 3 spots that's always reserved for somebody new and fresh to come in. Because if you don't have new and fresh ideas at the table, it's always going to be the same thinking.
Exactly.
Right? And that has been the fault with the Oscars. That has been the fault with the Grammys. With the Grammys, what they realized is that it can no longer be that way. Because at one time, rock was the dominating genre.
Yeah.
A year or so ago, rap replaced it. Mm-hmm. So if rap has replaced it, right? You can't have the old guard sitting there because they know nothing about this genre. They still from the rock and roll era.
Right.
So they're gonna tend to lean their perspective towards that out of natural biasness. It's not because they don't dislike hip hop or R&B,
but
they know nothing about hip hop or R&B. So what are they to say about it?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like I said, I mean, as far as I know, ninth, there is one other name that was mentioned that has been on within the past maybe 2 or 3 years. But even so, that's just one man. You know what I mean? Out of an entire voting committee.
Exactly. I don't know. This is part of the reason why I don't watch award shows. I said it before. I said it like a year ago. This is the award season.
Right.
I don't really care for award shows because I don't know who's behind or who said that this is the movie to watch or this is the show to watch or this is the album to listen to and everything like that.
Well, what they realize now is that it has to change, right? Because I mean, it's exactly what I'm saying to you, where hip hop has taken over as the number one genre, right?
Right.
You have the biggest artists in hip hop boycotting the Grammy because of that,
right?
Because of what we're just mentioning,
Right.
So all the younger generations is like, well, screw Grammys. You know what I mean? So they're losing viewership. They're becoming irrelevant.
Yeah, they never got my view.
Right. They're becoming irrelevant. So the only way they can make it irrelevant now is now to shine the light on what is today's culture. You know what is happening today.
Is the last time I seen the Grammys, I want to say when they did Swagger Like Ours. That's T.I.'s track.
T.I.'s, right, yeah.
Yeah, because MIA was pregnant at the time.
Yes.
She was pregnant. She was on the stage in a dress. Weezy, Jay-Z, Ye, T.I., they all performed and stuff like that and everything. And I was like, it wasn't a performance because everybody's suit and bow tied up and everything like whatever.
Yeah.
And then for that to be one of the songs, I was like, yo, okay. Because even like at the Oscars and stuff, I think years before that, they had, what's that, Whoop That Trick.
3 6 months.
Yeah.
Right.
Hard Out Here for a Pimp that Taraji was singing
yeah.
and everything. And I was like, yo, I'm a fan to see people that look like me perform in a place and stuff, whatever, where we weren't really wanted before. Yeah. And now a barrier has been broken. And I'm a fan, but I thought that barrier has been done and everything. But then when I'm hearing the Diddy speech, because I don't watch awards, and I'm like, oh shit, did it change from like way back when?
Nah.
Why are we rocking with it then?
But I mean, and it's exactly what you're saying, because we only watched the awards for performances.
Yeah.
I mean, if you think about it, the rap category, they had those categories, but it was never aired.
Yeah, Will Smith won a Grammy. And they never aired it.
It was never aired. Like they never thought it. They never deemed it. You know
Will
what I mean?
Smith and I think Beastie Boys they got a Grammy on air because they were Caucasian. But I think when the Fat Boys won a Grammy and Will Smith won a Grammy, it was never on air. It was just kind of like when they're going to commercial,
right?
And for Hip Hop Award, Will Smith and Jazzy Jazz Freshman's Summertime.
That's it.
Yeah.
Right. So
they got a little snipe, a little undertone, and that was it.
That's it, man. And it's kudos for Puffy because he realizes his importance to the game, and his whole thing is how can I accept a lifetime achievement award and not say something.
That's true.
You know what I mean, and not defend what I'm actually getting a lifetime achievement for. Right. You know what I mean? It's like, yo, this is why I'm getting it. but y'all don't show this any love. You know what I mean? So it's gotta stop. And he's like, yo, he said 365 days and counting. So, I mean, you know, hopefully they take it seriously, man, and that's it. 'Cause, I mean, it's like I said, it's for me, it never carried weight. For a lot of these, you know, these prominent figures in the hip hop R&B, it never carried no weight.
I just think we need to take the money and just back it back up into the BET Awards. That's my thing. My thing and stuff is that you go where my boy said this the other day to me. Whatever. Salute to Lamar. He said, "Go where you love."
Yeah,
you got to go where you love.
Yeah,
flat out. So he said, yeah, you might be that type of dude and stuff, whatever. That like you might want. A lot of people want what they don't have.
Yes.
Right? And you might want the type of, I guess, model-looking chicks, but they might not want you.
Right.
But the girl next doors and stuff, they might just drool over you.
Yeah.
Go where you love.
Go where you love.
Go where you love. Go where you're respected. So, I mean, like, if they're not giving us no thing, why waste the time to get dolled up and dressed up there?
Yeah.
Go where you love. If you know BT, where you could probably walk out with so many awards, or you could, you know, you get that shine time.
And that was a sentiment. That's why that's why Drake wasn't going. That's why Hove wasn't going. That's why a lot of people weren't, you know, big people weren't going, because it's like, yo, why are we gonna be here for if they ain't showing us that love?
Facts.
So I mean, like I said, hopefully it changes. I mean, they ran with the same thing with Oscars. I mean, they had a hashtag, Oscars so white. You know what I mean? So it's just it's almost like the changing of the guard, but the old guards don't want to move from the spot.
That's cool. All right, man. Next thing on the docket, let's talk about Gwyneth Paltrow's vagina scented candle. Gwyneth Paltrow, yeah, you heard me. Gwyneth Paltrow, now she has a home sense line. It's called Goop. So with Goop now, they were like bed linens. She's kind of like a Martha Stewart collection.
Okay, yeah,
type of thing, right? And she said she was on Seth Meyers' show, late night show. And
right.
He's like, where do you come up with this idea for this candle smells like my vagina? So she said, when they were giving her like things, stuff like for the candles and stuff and what they might smell like and stuff like that, she took a whiff. She's like, oh, this smells like my vagina. But they never had a name to it. But they just started for a joking purpose to put this smells like my vagina.
Right.
And they know that everybody knows this is her company and everything. So they're like, all right. Candle costs $75 US. That bitch is sold out.
Damn.
So I, Marvelous, would like to start a GoFundMe page. Hopefully you guys can chip in and stuff.
You gonna make some candles?
Every dollar counts to see if we can get this candle on this show, so I can whiff this thing and know what the fuck Gwyneth Paltrow's vagina smells like. Because I'm not paying $75 to smell.
To find out, you know, fork up the money to find out.
You know, like I don't know what that video thing is. You know, when like you know the. With the Caucasian chicks, with the two white chicks screaming, and they had that music playing.
Right, they dad come in and you take a look.
Yeah, the dad's looking. They had one where a black girl was washing her legs in the tub.
Right.
And they start screaming, whatever, right? And I'm like, what happened? And somebody's like, white folks don't wash that part of their leg. They don't wash their leg. They're like, anything past like the thigh area, they don't scrub.
Nah, that can't be true. That can't be true.
I don't know. Have you seen a Caucasian person
take a shower? No.
Okay.
No.
Okay. And see. So my thing, so when I was looking at it, I was like, I was watching the salute to Andrew Schultz and stuff for that, one of my favorite comedians. Andrew Schultz and stuff for that. He said one day he's like, for what? The soap is gonna run down there anyway, right? So I was like, oh shit. No, he's a comedian, so I don't know if it's true.
If it's true or not.
But my mom always told me it's half truth to every joke.
I will say, right? Judging from the Irish Spring commercials, they don't use rags. It's just a straight soap bar. Yeah,
and there's pubic hair all over that goddamn bar. Yo, man, like, yeah. That's why I'm like, yo, I'm not messing with it. You know, I stopped messing with bar soap and stuff for a minute, like for years now, for probably like over a decade.
Right.
Because I remember when I was in school and I learned about the chemicals that they use to bind it, they're not really good for the skin.
Okay.
So they have to put a lot more extra stuff, whatever, chemicals, just for your skin not to dry out. So that's why when it came to the liquid, I just drank with the liquids and stuff for that. So I use liquid soap and stuff for there.
Okay.
So even if you're gonna do one of those little and rubbing everything, you're not scrubbing anything though. Like, you know what I'm saying? So that's the thing I've always shook on with it. I'm like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
At least with the washcloth or the loofah, you're kind of exfoliating in, whatever. So I was like, I don't know. But, so back to what I was saying and stuff now. I don't know if Gwyneth Paltrow's vagina is properly washed. It's not on a racial thing, but I mean, I told you.
Yeah, it's not on a racial thing.
I said it, but
there be some black women that don't know how to wash sheets.
Exactly. I told you. I said this on the show.
Yeah.
I watch the chick and stuff for her after I sleep with her to see how she washes her body. Some chicks, they go in there with a quick ass little whole bath. I'm like, oh my God. Like, I can't believe you call yourself cleaning up for yourself, whatever, right? But one girl, she gave me, I think she slid in my DM and she yelled at me after she heard the episode and stuff, whatever. She's like, why am I gonna do a full, thorough clean and stuff if I know you're in the shower with me and everything like that? Yeah. So I was like, what do you mean? So I stepped back and then she responded back. She's like, she has to spread like labia lips to make sure she gets and stuff. She said smegma out of there and everything. Right. I'm like, fair. I give you that, because you got the quick car wash, and then you got the full. You got the full deluxe. The deluxe. Right. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you. So I was like, fair. But I don't know if this thing smells like whatever. But I want to know, what does she consider her vagina smell like? Me? After I manscape up, I throw coconut oil down there. So if I'm selling candles, you got it smell like coconut.
Coconut oil penis.
Cocoa nuts.
Cocoa nuts. See, that's what we need to go fund me for. That's what we need to go fund me for.
Yeah. Cocoa nuts.
All right. I feel you.
If you were to sell one, because remember the rock.
If I was to sell one, penis colada.
Hey! If you like penis colada, getting caught in the ring. Penis colada, cocoa nuts. Fuck that.
Okay, send us the GoFundMe. Send us the GoFundMe.
We'll make it happen. We got it. We'll sell way cheaper and stuff. For the 2 candles.
These 2 candles. You don't get the pack. You won't get the pack. The sun pack. The sun pack.
You get the sun pack.
The sun pack.
For 40. See?
Yeah.
You get a vagina for 75 when you get the 2-pack for 40.
Come on.
You can't beat that with a baseball bat, folks.
Where's the bargain? There's no bargain that beat that.
No, man. You can't, man.
Cocoa nuts and the penis colada?
Yo.
Oh, come on.
And then you can send it off and stuff, whatever, to like every, you can send it to a few headers and stuff for a few freebie people.
Yeah.
Don't send it to none of the exes or whatever, because they might try to confirm some stuff, or they might want to say like, it didn't smell like this when I was with him. They're like, no, it didn't smell like this. No, he lying. I whiffed it before. He teabagged me a few times. It wasn't like this, but like, okay, let me ask you.
All right.
Is it okay to keep gifts from an ex?
I would want to say yes.
Yeah?
Yeah. I think it's okay.
Doesn't it depend on the gift though?
It would depend on the gift. And also I'll throw in, it'll depend on the timing you get the gift. Because if you were all broken up and there ain't nothing else going on, y'all are still single, and birthday comes around, and your ex, she want to buy you, like, let's say a shirt.
Right.
Take the shirt, wear the shirt. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Okay. Devil's advocate here.
Okay.
You're a woman. You guys are probably like a year in.
Okay.
So she said, let's move in together.
All right.
Right? You got this nice little size TV that might be 40 odd inch. She got this slap ass 65 inch ultra deluxe curved TV and everything like this, whatever, right?
All right.
Her ex-man bought her this TV.
Okay.
Is that going up in the living room?
Hell yeah.
Okay.
He bought that for me to watch.
He's so thoughtful.
He's thoughtful. Yeah, man. He knew what the time it is.
Because I feel like it might be some type of gifts and stuff, whatever, that you just will allow. Yeah. And certain gifts and stuff you won't allow and stuff, whatever. Like, I couldn't be comfortable and stuff, whatever. Like, if my woman and stuff, I was like, babe, I always loved the bra and panties you always wore and stuff and everything like that. And she's like, thanks, Trevor bought these for me. Last time she take those off, it's gonna be the last damn time she take them off. I'm a honey roasting bitches over open fire.
Funny you should mention that. back in my younger days, when I used to work in the barbershop / hair salon.
Okay.
You know, every week you got the booster that comes in.
Right, selling
you know
whatever
what I mean?
they
selling
got.
whatever and stuff like that, right? So,
Right.
So one day, this booster came in and she was selling bra and panties. She had other things, but amongst that, she had bra and panties and stuff. You know what I mean? So the hairdressers that were there, and they was like, they had some, looking at the bra and panties and stuff like that. And the booster turned around and she looked at me. She's like, Jamaican. She's like, yeah, I'm buying nothing for your woman. Buy something for your girl, right?
Right.
And one of the other hairdressers looked at me and gave me one of those look.
She's like, don't do it?
She's like, don't do it. And I'm saying to myself,
why?
Why she say no, do it?
Yeah.
She said, yo, never buy something that a next man might take off. So I paused for a minute. I was like,
yo, my mind is blown.
Had me thinking.
Shit.
She said, never buy something that a next man might take off.
Oh, shit.
I ain't never buy a bra and panty. I'm telling you that. I've never bought a bra and panty for my girl.
Really?
Listen, I'll give you the money. You can go buy that stuff for yourself. But I ain't out there buying no bra and panties.
Bruh. I brought my ex-wife tons of bra and panties. And some new niggas just peeling them shits off. Oh, yo, I'm defeated. I'm not messing with that no more. I always thought I was gonna be that smooth operator dude. I feel like I was that smooth operator dude where I would always just kind of make him feel special. Be like, oh my gosh, Marvin's so thoughtful. Because I've been out the mall a few times.
Right.
So if I go walk past, Vicky's have they sale, La Senza have they sale.
Yeah. You see it all the time.
Be like, just thinking of you, I know your size, whatever, tat out. But I bought them for me to peel them off for you.
Exactly.
Another dude is out here. Fuck out of here, man.
Exactly. Especially if they the matching bra and panties. Because when a girl come to give you ass, she putting on the matching bra and panties set.
Correct. Because she planned to give you some cooch, the bra and panties are matching.
That's it.
If you make impromptu and stuff for her, you might get a black bra, some new panties and stuff, whatever. Congratulations, sir. You made it happen.
You made it happen.
I don't know, man. Not for the backup man, though. My feelings is hurt, man. It's hard out here. Hurt my feelings.
It's hard out here, bro. It's hard out here.
Oh, my feelings is hurting.
You just... And it's funny because I never thought of it. Never looked at it that way until she mentioned it.
Bruh, I've been doing this for years. This is my MO.
Yeah.
I even tell some of my guy friends and stuff. I'm like, yo, you should buy your girl a bra and panties just to spice some things up, whatever.
Right.
Not knowing this.
Now you know.
And knowing is half the battle. Yo, not for the backup dude. Yo, all right. I was in Convo all this week, talking to so many other people, women in general. I'm talking about backups. Right?
Okay.
So speaking of backups.
Yeah.
Women, I want to say, the women I spoke to, let's say about like 85 to 90% of women that I spoke to.
Yeah.
Have a backup man, a plan B dude.
Oh, yeah.
And it was so weird to me. The reason why the concept was so weird to me, because I'm like, if you're in a relationship and you have a plan B, that means you're not fully in the relationship.
Right.
So I felt all types of way and stuff about this and everything. How it happened to me and stuff, whatever.
You feel like on that woman's husband saying, don't buy no more bra and panties?
Yo, I'm a different dude when I leave this place here today. Fuck what you heard. I'm a different dude when I leave here today, okay? I'm different. Yo, change the face of light a little, but I'm looking at it and stuff like, all right, cracking the joke with one chick and stuff for them at work, right?
Yeah.
Cracking the joke and stuff with the chick and stuff. And then there's like two other girls were there and we were just there laughing and stuff and having a good time. And then she's like, oh, you're so mean. I'm like, what I mean? I'm like, not me, I'm being real, right? Then she's like, long story short, she's like, that's not good for you, work husband. So I'm like, work husband?
Work husband.
Work husband. So I'm like, who, me? She's like, yeah. I'm like, when do we have a work wedding? Like, I understand. Like, when did I give consent to this?
Is in the cafeteria or something?
Yeah, I'm like,
witnesses.
You never took me out to eat. You never bought me nothing that shine. You know, you never, I'm like, how did you just make this happen on your own? Whatever, right? So then I'm like, what? She's like, I'm like, what? Am I like your backup man, your plan B guy, whatever? And she's like, yeah. So I look at the other two women, they're like, yeah. So I'm like, all you women have plan B men? And they're like, yeah, what woman doesn't? Right? So it's like, oh shit. This is a different dance.
Yeah.
So I'm like, how do you not, I'm like, how are you in a relationship to win, but you got a plan B? So then one of them looked at me. I asked another woman and stuff, and I'm like, yo, you have a plan B, dude? She's like, look, out of decency of her husband, if her husband's to kick the bucket,
right,
she won't sleep with nobody for 1 year.
1 year.
For 1 year, it'll just be her and her vibrator.
Right.
But she said she has another 2 or 3 to pull out the bullpen because she said, she said bullpen, right? So her franchise team is not gonna go down. So she's like, we might not win a championship that year, but we have some prospects to help us get back to the promised land. So I'm like, really? She's like, she said this is her logic, whatever, right? And I am not mad at it. She said, with the plan B, dude, half the battle was done. She's like, if you're gonna talk to somebody brand new, you have to weed out as a woman to see what's truth and what's fiction.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So you have to weed through all that type of stuff, whatever, and
go
everything.
Through the whole song and dance all over again.
All over again. Well, then with your backup man, half the battle's already done, or even majority of the battle is done. The only part you don't know is what he is like in a relationship with you.
Exactly. Yeah.
Right? Because I remember one day I heard somebody like, they're like, oh, they should start rating men. They should start rating our species on like dating apps and stuff and say like, don't date this guy and everything. But I'm like, no, but your energy and my energy might not match. But then for me and somebody else, she might be the woman of my dreams and I might be the man of her dreams.
Exactly. Chemistry.
Right? Chemistry. So I was looking at this stuff, all that type of stuff, and I was like, yo, she's absolutely right. I'm like, your battle is halfway done and stuff, whatever. When you already have these dudes sitting on the side, they know who you are. They know you got a man. They know this about you. They know if your husband fucks up, they know all the good. They know the bads. They have this ideal and stuff like that, threats to go.
Think about it. The work husband and the work wife, right? Mm-hmm. You can spend almost 8 hours a day with that person.
Absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely.
You might sit down and have lunch with that person. Y'all might be on the same breaks.
Right.
Right?
Right.
You're going to discuss certain things.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to talk about certain things.
Mm-hmm.
If you're close enough, he may know about the problems that's happening at home. She may know about the problems that's happening at home. He or she may be that comforter. So it's quite easily to see how those relationships can form.
I know, I get it. I remember when remember Ashley Madison had that whole info leak,
right?
Many years ago, like a few years, not even many years ago, a few years ago, they had the info leak. The year before that, the Ashley Madison CEO said his biggest competition is interwork relationships. Because he said a lot of affairs happen more at work than anywhere else. And he said he can't make any money off of those type of relationships compared to Ashley Madison.
Right.
Ashley Madison, you can hook up stranger A from stranger B into two different worlds.
Yeah.
But when something is right there, you're working with the person every day, seeing them day in and out, they know personal things and stuff about you and everything, the battle's half done.
It'd be interesting to find out how many of those plan Bs are actually work husbands.
That's true. You got a plan B, woman?
Nah.
Because I'm like, yo, you should be in it to win it.
Yeah, I'm in it to win it. And there's only men in my area.
Which is good.
Which is good.
I work in a female-dominated field, right? The medical field is like female-dominated and stuff, with like tons of nurses and everything like that. Now, the thing and stuff that had me thinking is that, you know, when you're with your woman and she's like, Who's that? Like if you go to a Christmas party, who's that? He's just a friend?
Yes.
Or is he just a plan B? Shameful.
You'll never know, man.
Shameful.
You'll never know, man. Unless you stop being A, you might figure out at that point who the hell plan B is.
Put like this. Do you know if you're a work husband? Or you're a plan B? Has a woman ever told you you're a plan B? I just found out I was a work husband.
I wouldn't say a plan B.
I'm bougie, man.
And not necessarily a work husband, but
you're somebody's backup plan.
When you are the type of person that you are, if you're an admirable person, if you're a person that can be respected, a person that has certain qualities that women look for in a man, I would say you are a potential plan B.
But so they just automatically nominate, oh shit, it's like the parasocial relationship thing we were talking about like sometime on the show.
Exactly.
They have a relationship going on in their head with you.
Right.
You know nothing about this shit.
And those. And see, okay, similar but a little bit different.
Okay.
Because that relationship
from a fictional character,
right, is based on a preconceived notion of that person. Right. Right? Because you don't really know that person. You don't really know. But
you don't know what they're like in a relationship or in a marriage.
No, but what I say why it's different from, the plan B or the work husband is because you converse with that person.
Gotcha.
So you know that person on a one-to-one level. You may know their faults, you may know their greatness, this, that, and the third.
Weaknesses, yeah.
I mean, the pair relationship, you only know that person for what you see. Gotcha. You don't know the real.
This one is all the way legit and live. Ooh, this is rough, man. What do you think? Okay, what do you think about our parents' days? Do you think they had black plan B people? I know Temptation said Papa was a Rolling Stone.
I probably think it was probably more so back then
than it is now.
Yeah.
Why?
Well, for the simple fact that Papa was considered a Rolling Stone. So how much wifeys out there who knew Papa was a Rolling Stone and any minute could just roll right out that door?
So a side chick is a plan B. Do you think a side chick is a plan B?
Nah, I think a side chick is a side chick.
That's what I was thinking. Whatever, right? Because I mean, one woman asked me that and stuff. Whatever. They're like, so men do it all the time, but side chicks. But I said, I don't think if a guy is to like his main woman is to leave.
Yeah.
I don't think he's gonna try and wife up the side chick.
I don't think so either.
I think it comes to a point where he looks in like he lost the greater one out of the two.
Yeah.
And he needs to find something greater.
Now,
go ahead.
With that being said,
yeah,
I think the side chicks think they plan B.
And some work husbands think they plan B too.
Maybe not so much the work husbands
because
work husbands and work wives, you kind of know that dynamic.
It ain't getting serious.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of times you joke, you flirt, but you know it's not serious.
It's not going nowhere.
It's not going nowhere.
Right.
Whereas a side chick, they're in a relationship with you, right? And the fact of the matter is, they hoping something happens with wifey so they can take wifey's place.
That's true.
So that's why I say a lot of side chicks probably believe that they're plan B. And if they don't believe that they're plan B, will probably maybe try and force their way into being plan B.
So it was present in our time and in their time.
Oh, yeah.
In our parents' time and stuff, whatever. I don't think my parents ever warned me about no damn plan B people. They warned you about plan B people?
No.
That's what I'm saying.
No.
So I'm like, yo, this is just like a fresh ass concept to me. Like that's what I said. You're never too old to learn something new.
Never.
I'm a fan of that.
Never.
Yo, did your parents ever talk to you about sex?
My father had an impromptu one when he found condoms in my bedroom.
How did the impromptu thing come out? Was he socially awkward at the time and stuff? Whatever. Did he seem smooth with it? Because I seen like some shit like what was it, the Nick Cannon movie with Million, that Love Don't Cost a Thing, where Steve Harvey's like, all right, son, I see you out here doing the ones and twos, you know? Your old man used to get it in, whoop, whoop, bow, bow. That's what I do. I put it down. Was it something smooth like that?
Something smooth like that. Because remember, I think we've actually had this conversation on one of the pods where I think so. Where I said my pops called them French letters.
Yes.
And I was like, well, what the hell is French letters?
Yeah.
And I mean, it was only condoms there, so I put two together and figured out, okay, this is what they called condoms back in the day.
Yo.
And then he gave me one of them looks like. And that was the sex conversation.
Wow, that was a whole lot of nothing.
That was impromptu.
Yo. My mom, like I want to say, my mother's side of the family, we were always open about sex.
Yeah.
And speaking about sex and everything. Like my mom told me and stuff like that. She like, yo, main thing, she said no means no.
Right.
She said it from young. Salute to my boy Benji and stuff, whatever, too, as well. When he used to come over when I was younger, he used to have the same kind of convo.
Yeah.
He never received the birds and bees talk from his parents,
yeah,
but he heard it from my household, from my mom.
Yeah.
And it was, when he told me like years later, like we were in like university and everything, I was like, wow. I'm like, I didn't even think, I thought your parents would have had that talk, because the way how I was getting it from my mother's side of the family,
yeah,
all that type of talk was stuff was like open and natural and stuff, whatever. Right. Mom was like, no means no. Throw some cold water on your dick and leave. She tells you no. She's like, I will never come see you if you're in prison and stuff or in jail for rape.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, they always will give me like the little Jamaican little drinks, like the peanut punch and everything. These are stamina drinks.
Stamina juice,
I'm like in fourth grade. I'm like, I don't know what the fuck a stamina means, whatever. I'm like, I can run around all day. I do it in gym. And they look like, young idiot.
Listen, man. Wifey has these family friends. Mm-hmm. Right? One day they came. One day we had a family gathering over the house, and we had one of those drinks, and I was drinking one. family friend looked over and said, "Oh, you putting lead in your pencil?"
You putting lead in your
pencil?
Yo!
I was like,
but if you think about it, though, yeah. You already got the wood. Mm-hmm. You're just putting more.
You're putting lead in your pencil.
Yo, I'm still in that.
You have it, man. You have it. There you have it.
I'm still in that. So did you learn about sex from like your pops, or he just after that whole lot of nothing? How did you learn about sex?
No, because I mean, prior to that, I knew about sex. I mean, and
so where'd you learn from? Porno?
Nah, well, you listen. When we was kids, I want to say 8, 9, and 10, around that age.
You were humping.
Listen,
you weren't dry humping with clothes on?
No,
I was dry humping with clothes on.
Listen. There used to be this corner store.
Yeah.
Right. Remember when they had the stand-up video games?
Yeah.
This corner store, they had 2 stand-up video games, right? Mm-hmm. Right beside the stand-up video games
was the porno mags.
Was a magazine rack.
Okay.
So while we used to play the stand-up video games, part of the crew would steal the magazines off the rack.
Oh.
And then we just jump on our bikes and we ride down to our little, everybody got a little fort that they used to hang out with.
Right.
So we got our little fort. We stashed all the magazines and we go through all the magazines and stuff like that. Not knowing shit.
That thing was not knowing sticky ass fort because everybody stashed their mags there.
I don't even know if we had gum in our nuts back there. But I mean, not knowing shit, right?
Right.
But the bulk of my education, what I would say would come from that. Mm-hmm. The little 1 or 2 shops that, look the other way when you were renting VHS cassettes, right? And then by the time I hit grade 9, we had sex education class. So the main training and the bulk of my education came from that. Actually, I would say even before that, I want to say like 7 and 8 is when they started teaching that as part of the phys ed class.
Really?
Right.
Really? No, not for me. I think 5th grade.
5th grade.
So I always have to be like, I guess like 10, 11-ish.
Yeah.
That's when we had like sex ed.
Yeah.
I think, I see my first porno when I was like in the 3rd or 4th grade.
Okay.
See my first porno in the first, like 3rd or 4th grade and stuff like that. I remember, and I was in 4th grade and stuff for that. I don't want to air out the young ladies, but they used to flash us.
They used to flash you?
They used to flash us and stuff, whatever, in school, whatever. That's why I was like,
show me yours and I'll show you mine?
I didn't show shit.
Didn't show shit?
I didn't show shit. I promise you.
Okay.
I'm a grown out of show it, so I'm gonna show something more. Like, no, y'all gotta give me time. Wake up. But no, like, so I want to say with that and the porn and everything and stuff, it kind of, and then like I said, the convos and stuff and everything, it kind of filled in some spaces,
right,
and stuff, whatever. So I want to say when we got like to like, I guess like middle school, like sex ed and all that type of stuff and everything like that, it was nothing about like, woman's feelings and everything and be considerate and all that type of stuff, whatever. Because I mean, like from what you're seeing on the porn, it's just kind of like the women, they want it already, and so if they not really on game page, I always feel like porn is a bad way for kids to learn about sex.
100%.
But if the parents don't have the birds and bees talk, this is what tends to happen. Right? Yeah. Because I want to say like I remember one time and stuff, whatever. The first time a girl told me she wants me to choke her, like during sex. Yeah. It threw me off.
Threw you off?
Because
you haven't witnessed that in porn yet.
Yeah, I haven't witnessed it in the porn I see.
Right.
Because I wasn't buying porn. I was too young to buy porn and stuff, whatever. But I'm like, I haven't seen it in the porn I see. I'm like, your people's got some different kind of porn and stuff at their house, whatever, right? And she's like, choke me. I was like, hard. And I'm like, I'm going to jail. No, I can't. And then and when we were done, she's like, why are you so scared for? I'm like, where did you learn that from? And she's like, she saw it in the porn. And I was like,
I'm trying to remember when I first found out asphyxiation was a thing.
I couldn't tell you.
Yeah.
See, I couldn't tell you. Like I said, my peoples own a different type of porn.
Yeah.
Her peoples own a different type of porn.
And I actually think I learned about it from an actual TV show. It might have been like one of those
Dr. Roots.
No, like a CSI type of crime thing where the person died, and trying to figure out how.
That's years later, because CSI dropped I think like.
No, but I'm saying this. It would have been like a CSI type of show.
Okay.
Not saying it was CSI, but like a type of show like that with like some murder mystery and stuff like that.
And somebody got strangled out.
Yeah, I mean, she was into that, and they were explaining it. So that's how I got hip to that and say, oh, that's a thing. I'm like, people like to be choked, but it's not. It's actually not the act of choking. It's the lack of oxygen.
Yo, I gotta send you this fucking video. This dude, he in the washroom and stuff, whatever. He trying to look him and his girl trying to look all super sexy and shit. He trying to choke her and everything and stuff, trying to look all super seductive. He actually choked her the fuck out. She passed out.
Yeah.
So I'm looking like, no, you're not gonna play within it, man.
That's it. Because
how do you know?
And that's the scary shit. And that's why I would never do it. I would never do it because I don't know. I don't know what the limit is. I don't know how much pressure is maybe too much pressure.
You gotta lead by example. Like, like if she were to take my hand, non-sex mode, and it'd be like, sir. Yeah. And I'm like, okay, I'll try to let the muscle memory kick in and be like, okay. Cause like, I remember a girl like, yo, pull my hair. And I'm like, and I did like, yeah. And she's like, not like that. Her next time, she's like, not like that. I was like, well, I don't know. Like, show me.
See, and
I slapped my ass cheek one time and stuff, whatever. Yeah. And I was like, I heard, pow. And like, to me, it was actually bad. She said, ow. I'm like, help me find the meaning.
The meat. Where's the in-between, man? In-between, the correct portion of the slap.
See?
And yeah, and like I said, it's one of those things where, I mean, she may ask you to do it, but you don't know.
True.
Right? And where does the willingness to please And the apprehensiveness. I mean, where's that balance? Because
true,
you want to please her, but at the same time, it's like I mean, I could never be doing that knowing I'm about to nut, because who knows what's gonna happen when I nut? I might just choke you out if you know what I mean.
Hey, it was good, babe. Babe, wake up. Babe, wake up. Stop playing. Stop playing. Wake up.
You know what I'm saying?
Yo. Yeah. Okay. See, and that's hard to teach. Like, how would you tell your kids and stuff about sex? Like, cause I find that like part of the reason why some parents don't talk about it, is because they don't know how to break it down and stuff for them. But now, I want to say, you're in a new world. Fuck, you talk for a living. Yeah. Yeah. It should be easy, self-explanatory to you and everything like that. Whatever. Right. How would you tell your kids about sex? Like,
I would start with just the extreme basics. You know what I mean? The explanation of sex, the purpose of sex.
Okay,
right?
For reproduction.
For reproduction, and then start from
some people don't want to reproduce.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Start from there. Start what the main reason for sex is, because every species on Earth reproduces. I mean, unless it's in a asexual species, you need a partner to reproduce, right? So it's a natural process, right? So I'm starting from there. It's a natural process. You understand? But it's also something that can be pleasurable. It's also something that can be, a stress reliever. It can be so many things other than reproduction value, right?
Not cool.
Not cool.
Put your ass to sleep.
So once I get past that, I'm like, okay, well, to be quite honest, I mean, the majority of people out here having sex, they're not having it for the purpose of reproduction. Right?
True.
Now, if we're gonna be honest, a lot of births are born accidentally.
Yeah. I want to say probably. I want to say probably 35%. I'm ballparking that our plan.
Yeah.
Because when it comes down to a point and stuff, whatever, like after I was married and stuff, whatever, we waited.
Right.
We waited and stuff, whatever. Like we agree. We had a conversation. Communication is key, I think. I would tell my kids, like, communication is key. Have the conversation with said partner before it gets to that action.
Up until that point, I call it Russian roulette sex.
Yeah, because if you're not communicating and stuff with her, you're just playing everything.
Yeah, you just hoping one ain't in the chamber when you fire off.
True. Very true. So, we planned ours and stuff, whatever. Like, we planned my son and stuff, like, whatever, because we had a conversation and stuff, whatever. Like, yo, look, we want to enjoy marriage without kids.
Right.
So at least in any case and stuff, whatever, we have like abundance of kids. We always had this time to look back to say, you know what? We chose to have this time with no kids and everything and stuff, whatever. Certain things you got out the way because you realize that it may be, not to say that it can't be done, but it's a little bit more difficult when now you got to take care of this separate human being. Right. So we looked at it and stuff and had that thing and like, I want to say like there's some couples and stuff that's out there that on that same kind of game page. Then there's other ones and stuff that just go off and stuff like that. But I think I would tell my kids and stuff whatever, like communication is key, and you guys, you and your partner should go over like what are your do's and what are your don'ts.
Right.
And everything and what are you comfortable with. And then take everything and stuff, whatever, do it from there. From there, because like I said, like that realm, like I said, I was with a chick and stuff, whatever, like, and she was in a realm that this choking thing is like minuscule. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
And the porn I was watching and stuff, whatever, and then have that going on and stuff, whatever, right? So I'm like, well, if we had the communication stuff before, like, look, I would like to be choked. I'm like, how are you talking about choking? And you like do a little vice grip check. I'm like, all right. I think we can work that out. I can manage that, whatever. Definitely before nut time. You're right. Nut time, I'm like Hulk smash. Yeah. I don't know, man, because like these things and stuff are key in a relationship.
Oh, 100%.
Communication and stuff is definitely key and stuff.
100%.
Yo, when should you define a relationship?
See, I've always been a firm believer, and you shouldn't define it. You should let it define itself.
That's no communication, fucker. We just talked about communication.
No.
It defines.
You're missing. What
I'm missing it.
You're missing what I'm saying.
Communicate for me. That's why I need communication.
Because a lot of times, it's like knowing when something's right.
Okay.
You can't force something to be right.
True. Very true.
It just has to feel right. So a lot of times you may be in a relationship and not even know it because it just seems so natural.
True.
So that's what I mean when I say sometimes I think it's better to let it just kind of define itself. When, you know what I mean, you're talking this, that, and the third, and someone points out to you, say, yo, you're in a relationship. And then you pause and you think about it and you say, yeah, you know what? With all the things that we've discussed, all what's going on, how we move together, yeah, you can call it that. But a lot of people, I find, they jump and call it that, and it ain't that.
I don't know. I disagree. The reason why I disagree and stuff, whatever, because you might have a situation, and this is why I feel sorry for some women.
Okay.
I feel sorry for some women and stuff, whatever. Like, I see the thing. It's not even funny. I don't know why I'm laughing, but you got
what is it that you got?
Pseudobobar.
That's why you're laughing. That's why you're laughing.
Disorder. That's right.
This is the Joker over here. This is the Joker.
I have a laughing disorder, uncontrollable at times. But I look at it and stuff is that like, all right, here you have man and here you have woman, right?
Yeah.
Man sleeps with woman.
Okay.
Woman enjoys sleeping with this one man.
Right.
Man comes over periodically.
Yes.
Sleeps with woman.
Right.
Then they go out and do some, outings, movies, dinners, and everything like that within like, let's say a matter of like 3 months.
Okay.
Sleeps over, stays over. He might have like I always say it's official when kicks are there.
When kicks is there? When something is left? When something is left.
Women, the first thing women always leave, rule number one, and women, correct me if I'm wrong, but the first thing a woman always leaves at a man's house is follicles of her hair, because if another woman comes in and sees that follicle of hair and she knows that that's not hers, she knows another woman's been there. Yeah, and those things end up in the corners and nooks and crannies and stuff, whatever. But women know these type of things. Yeah, right.
I had one time. I had a girl leave her comb in my car one time.
Oh, she trying to let it be known. Cat out. Yeah, you're hers.
Yeah.
Now, they go somewhere.
Right.
They go somewhere and they see somebody from his realm, and he's like, "Oh, this is my friend." She's like. And I feel bad for the girl. I'm like, friend, nigga, you came over my house. We spend the night like 3-4 times in a week. We're having sex quite often. We go do dinner and movies and all the above. And I'm just friend.
Yes.
And he's like, oh, well, we never had this conversation. You're one of those.
Like, this is what I'm saying.
Just let it define itself.
We never had this conversation, but now that we are.
So that's
now that we are, and you start showing the P's and Q's, and you know what I mean. Then he got to sit back and say because maybe he don't realize it. You have some men who are. You have some men.
We are oblivious.
Yeah, we're oblivious. You understand? So certain things that we do, that we enjoy doing with you, we might not consider being relationship type of things, but really they are.
Really? Yo, I gotta side with the women, most women on this shit.
You guys side with most women?
I gotta side with women on this. This one, I think they're gonna pick you as an asshole. This one, whatever. But me, because I'm looking at it, I'm like, yo, if I'm a woman,
right?
I'm a woman, and the way how like I want to say, let's say women of my generation and stuff was kind of raised. Yeah. To be sacred with the cookie. Don't give your cookie to everybody, and everything. So you pick a select few who you are giving your cookie to. Like, the past few that you were giving cookie to are ex-boyfriends. Yeah. So let's say quote unquote girl is relationship type. Right. Right? She's giving it up to a dude who she feel like she's in a relationship with. Yes, they never had the warranted conversation about relationship, whatever. Yeah. But in her world, this feels like how a relationship should run. Okay. Dude is coming over frequent. They're doing outings, going for dinner. Yeah. He's coming over. They're having dinner. All the above. Yeah. And then feel like it's just my friend. Friend? I'll do a Soulja Boy. Friend? Yo, you ain't say friend when you said, baby, I'm coming. Yo.
We're complex individuals. We're complex individuals. We are. Because it'll take time for us for that shit to kick in. You know what I mean? Once you start realizing, yo, man, I like hanging with this girl. You mean like, you know what I mean? It's like, and you start catching yourself saying, you know, your boys are saying, yo, let's go do this, go do that. Mm-hmm. But you rather do stuff with your girl, right? There becomes a point. There becomes a point where you cross, and it's just like I said, it naturally occurs. You understand? But she might have that intentions of thinking that you've already crossed that point when you haven't already crossed that point.
I think with me,
you're right. Communication is the key, though. You're right.
If I hit her one time,
then you like her.
If I hit her 2 times, I might like her. If I fuck 3 times, I might wife her. It ain't safe for the black or the white girls. Or the Asians was kind of different now with this Wu-Tang flu.
Yeah.
But, I mean, me, if I feel like we get to like a 3rd session.
Right.
If we get to like a 3rd session and stuff like that and everything, and I feel like, because like, I always feel like women hold back in the 1st session, you know? Yeah. They're kind of shy. Like, what always kills me, I always laugh to myself. This is my comedy and stuff during having sex with a woman the first time is one of these moves. I don't know why the fuck women always put their hands up over their face when you're taking off their panties. Like they do like that. Like, they don't know what the fuck is gonna happen. This shit kills me. They do want to. They're laying down and they're like this and they're like, oh, we're gonna do it. You know it too. You know I'm not lying. And then they turn their head when the panties are fully gonna come off. They're like, "All right, I guess we're here."
But they won't let you take the top off.
No,
the panties is already on, but they trying to keep the top on.
Why? So I'm like, they hold back for the first.
Yeah.
When you get to like the 2nd or the 3rd, things start getting a little bit more freer. You guys start getting more comfortable with each other. So that's what I'm saying.
Right.
If we're doing like 3 or 4 sessions,
yeah,
I feel like it's warranted the convo.
Okay. Oh,
I feel like it's warranted the convo and stuff for that.
Yeah.
I like clarity, so that's why I like to like be like, yo, this is kosher. This is fun.
Yeah.
You like where this is going and stuff and everything. So I just try to like do a little pump fake. I'm not trying to throw it full out because if I want a relationship and stuff, whatever, I'm like, I might just say like, you know, I want this for me.
Right.
But if I don't, whatever, I'll be like, I'm at that 4th time mark, whatever. I think I need to fall back like I lost my balance. Other than that, you're gonna get a Marv, what are we?
Have you ever met a girl who just straight out, flat out told you she only using you for sex? She just wants the sex?
Yeah, I had a few women tell me that.
Okay.
I had a few women told me that. And that's G.
Yeah.
I want to say, the first time a woman told me that, I was like, you just want me for my dick? I felt used, but I was like, damn, my dick must be phenomenal if you only just want me for my dick. And then other than that, I was like, I can respect that. I think it's the change of times. And the change of times and stuff like that, whatever, like, yo, it's fun for both of us.
Right.
It's fun for both of us. So if you only looking for this, it's understandable because some guys are only just looking for that as well.
Right.
So I'm saying, I applaud you that you're a woman enough to say what you want.
It is what it is.
And that's it.
Yeah.
That's it. Now, if I get hooked, I'm like, wait, don't go, baby, don't go, wait, please. And you look at me like, you knew what this is? I deserve everything.
You deserve it.
And vice versa.
Right.
And vice versa. Yeah. If the dude looks at the woman and stuff like, yo, this is just a dancing mission.
We're just here to dance.
We're just here to dance. And you're like, no, I want you to meet my family. Whoa.
Yeah. And you're going a little bit too far.
Yeah.
Slow your roll.
Yeah.
Slow your roll.
Be like, I'll call you. Yeah. And you know why I came up. Don't write the person off as an asshole.
No.
Because everything was cleared and declared in the beginning.
Yeah.
When you go to customs, you declare everything right there in the beginning, right?
Yeah.
Correct. Yo, I just said like, yo, that for a relationship, that just always needs to be defined. But I guess in your world, you're absolutely right. And I see it from your world. Yeah. Too, but hopefully you see it from my world.
No. I do see it from your world, and that's what I'm saying. Like, you get to that point where you can't deny it.
Right.
It's undeniable. So now you really got to start, having that conversation and saying, okay, it may be what it is. Let's discuss things.
Right.
Let's see where this is really going. where we actually wanted to take where we actually want to take it.
Okay, so let's talk about one more thing and stuff before we get to some real shit and stuff, whatever. Talk about, since we're on relationships, whatever. I always had this question about relationships. Posting relationships online. Do you post your significant other on social media?
I'll do maybe a one or two pick, like anniversary time, special occasion time. Like we go out, you know what I mean? We take photos together. I'll post it. You know what I mean? I don't do a lot of posting of significant others or family for that matter.
Why?
Because I think that's a private part of my life that not everybody needs to know.
I agree. I don't post. I had somebody and stuff whatever ask me who I know.
Right.
She's like, you don't post so many photos and stuff of your son. And I said, well, my page isn't private. That's one.
Right.
I do post and stuff of my son periodically. I want to say his birthday or something like that. Or if it comes to like anything where I feel like some people, you know, might want to see him.
Yeah.
And that's not accessible to see him like that, I might throw it up in the story. So if you were fortunate to catch that 24 hours and stuff for the whoop-de-whoop, other than that, if I know you like that, I rock with you like that, I will send you the photo of my damn self.
Yeah, yeah.
I'll just send it to you in a text message.
Yeah.
Send you a photo. This is what my little king look like right here.
Yeah.
And just call it a day. But relationship-wise, whatever, I don't know. I'm an emotional dude. I'm mushy like, yo, you post me, man. I'll post you. Because here's my thing.
Let them know.
Yeah, like, yo, let me, like, because my thing and stuff is this. Especially, like, I want to say, and nowadays and everything like that, whatever, you don't know. Like, I was talking to somebody and stuff, and I'm like, me being single, I go up to, like, such woman and stuff that I see or might be interested in and stuff with her. She might be taken, but there's no ring on her finger.
Right.
So she's spoken for.
Yeah.
Right? But how do I know she's spoken for and stuff with her? But now if I see it, whatever, like I said, if I'm on social media and I see a chick booed up with a dude or everything like that, and we're not like good friends,
yeah,
or you're just a random, I'm not gonna follow you.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna follow you because this doesn't warrant anything and stuff, whatever. I gave somebody a hot take. You know, I'm gonna say my hot take on my damn show. Instagram is the best dating app. Period.
that's your hot take.
That's my hot take.
That's your hot take.
That's my hot take. It don't gotta be facts.
Because I mean, it's no secret. You're out here dating and stuff like that. Yeah, I mean, you got your one or few apps that you use. Yeah. So you're saying, out of the gauntlet of apps, the ones that are specifically geared to finding someone who you might date or might be potentially interested in. Instagram outweighs all of that?
To me, here's my thing. You see with the gram?
Yeah.
All right. So we're on Tinder. Say we're on Tinder. If I'm on Tinder and stuff like that, whatever, and I see a woman and stuff, whatever, that I might find interesting and stuff like that, whatever.
Right.
She might not swipe right from just some things that she might see. Let's say whatever pic she might glance at, because some people stuff they probably like, yes, no, yeah. Different type of swipers. Right? But you put it out there and stuff, and they're like, yo, her IG is like whatever the hell and stuff like that, whatever. I'm not going to like follow you. I'm not looking for a pen pal, but I'll send you a message and be like, yo, I seen you on such and such, find you interesting and stuff like whatever. Da-da-da-da. Okay. Message, send. She responds back, respond back. If not, block, done. Forget. But I want to say for me, I'm minding my business because I think like 2 dating apps, I have my IG on, whatever, right? Okay. The bad thing about me, I think it's my gift and curse. I don't have notifications on. If it's not a text message, text message and stuff like that, whatever, it's not going to pop up.
You're only noticing it if you're logged into one of those.
Correct. I'm not on Instagram and stuff, whatever. My thing's not chiming off and everything like that. I'm bad at that and stuff, whatever. But when I get to it, I get to it. So now if Bumble, mentioning Bumble and stuff, I want to check. Bumble works and stuff, whatever, like this. You swipe right, she swipes right, and it says boom. She has 24 hours to message you. Okay. Women message you.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
So I remember one time I seen a girl, the first time like I had a boom. Yeah. I'm like, boom. I'm like, all right, bet. I'm getting ready to go into messenger mode, but like, no, she has to message you first.
So
I'm like, okay, cool. The whole 24 hours, I think I built up anxiety. Because you can replenish the 24 hours.
Oh shit!
One time a day for one chick. You hear the anxiety. So that's how Bumble and shit works. So now I'm sitting there and stuff, whatever, right? I'm looking like, damn, she cute. Go back to her profile again and stuff, and I'm like, shit, she liked the kid. I'm like, okay. So me now, I'm not forming no parasocial relationship and stuff, but I'm like, I would like to get to know what she's all about,
right?
Because my main concern is that you look good, but I want to know what you got and stuff in your mind.
Yeah.
Then it clicked to me. I'm like, all right, say it was like 9 p.m. and one day I looked at it, stuff with it. I'm like, I told myself like, all right, 9 p.m. the next day, I'll go check and see if she shot me a message and stuff like whatever, right?
Yeah.
I think it's like 8 o'clock the next day, and said you had less than an hour, like you had like 46 minutes left on everything. She still ain't respond. I'm like, yo, what's wrong with this chick? I was like, yo, I felt all types of insecure.
Was the boom accident? Was boom by accident?
Yo, I'm getting all nervous and stuff. I'm like, yo, for real? I'm like, maybe she didn't see it. And then now I'm building all fake type of scenarios for her. I'm trying to justify for her. Well, she probably got to a car accident and shit. She's just like, she got occupied. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to replenish your
Someone
thing.
stole her phone.
Her phone went dead and she was busy at work. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to replenish your 24 hours. Boom. I replenished her 24 hours and stuff, whatever, right? Cool. So then I just went back to, since I'm in Bumble, I said, let me just see and swipe whatever and stuff, whatever, right?
Right.
I get another boom. So I'm like, fuck. I like this boom better than like the other boom.
Than the last boom?
Whatever, right?
This boom more booming?
This one's more booming.
This boom more booming.
This is Metro booming
This
right
Metro
here,
booming.
right? So I'm looking, I'm like, I can't renew her 24 hours because I used it on the last chick. It's the one's daily.
I get it. Okay,
so now I'm looking, I'm like, this just give me anxiety across the damn board.
Right.
When I see some other chicks putting their IG and stuff, whatever, and I'm like, yo, a chick came at me on my IG, she's like, yo, I seen you on Bumble, blah, 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 da-da-da. And I was like, okay, seen her profile. I'm like, cool. You want me for drinks?
I would have been like, Swine, you never send me no boom.
Well, you don't know, because say that you probably look like, I want to say like, there might be some to your liking,
right?
There might some not to your liking,
okay,
whatever, right? But that's what I'm saying. At least with this, you know, yay or nay, because they have a direct response to stuff, whatever. Somebody might say you're cute, or they might just straight ghost you in general, or they might just block you,
right?
So you know exactly where you stand, whatever, right? Compared to like, yo, waiting for the boom. And some people will still, I seen a guy, so I know a guy and stuff. At times, I might be that guy and stuff too. Open up the Tinder or the dating apps and just trigger swipe. And you're not even looking.
Just randomly swipe.
You're playing by numbers.
They're looking to draw?
Yeah, they're looking to draw. Yeah, man. So that's what I'm saying. I'm like, yo, this one, that's what I feel. That's my hot take and stuff, whatever. But
all right.
I don't mind posting. I don't mind posting my significant other.
Yeah.
I want to make my whole page about them.
Yeah.
And it won't be something frequent. But my next question and stuff is it better to keep your relationship on the down low, off the radar? Because
I would say certain aspects of it.
What are the aspects now?
Not to the point where you appear that you're not in a relationship. And you're just out there. I think that's very misleading.
Yeah.
You understand? So there should be enough to let people know that you are in a relationship. But I don't think you should just be putting all your business out there.
Nah, I agree. Like, I'm not a fan of the bio shit.
Yeah.
Like when you're in the bio and stuff, whatever, you're a significant other that has an Instagram and stuff, whatever, and you're like, married to at... They don't need to know all that shit.
Yeah.
They don't need to know all that shit. If you see the person's photo come up and stuff every now and then, and you want to at them on that photo, or if not on everything, then that be that. But I don't think it should be like a frequency and stuff, whatever.
I mean, and it's funny that you mentioned it, because my wife, she's not a fan of social media like that. Right. But she used to be on Facebook. Right. So my status is married. Her status is married. Right. And then we're linked with each other
on Facebook.
Right? So whatever pictures that she may post automatically will come up on my feed. You know what I mean? If someone looks at my photos, they might see a whole bunch of, on Facebook. They might see a whole bunch of photos But that's photos that she posted.
So what about the likes or anything like that? You don't see that. So if she likes some dude and stuff in like a towel and he got like some 13-inch dick, you can't see her like.
No, I think you can see.
Oh.
I think you can see the likes.
Oh, Facebook fucking up homes.
I think you can see the likes.
Okay, all right.
But the funny thing is that when she removed herself, all the pictures that she posts goes with her.
Right.
In a sense, so now I'm looking in the feed. And I'm like, oh shit! There used to be wedding photos here, but they no longer exist. Right. It's not that my status has changed. It's just that she's no longer linked. So whatever used to show up on her page no longer shows up on my page.
Gotcha.
Right.
No, I feel like Benjamin Franklin said, 3 can keep a secret if 2 are dead. Right? And I feel like less people in your business in the mix and stuff, whatever, the better. Because I feel like, so even like I want to say with myself, I look at it and stuff is that if I'm in a relationship and at that moment it's not going well, I don't think that's the time for me to, I get annoyed when I see it on social media, like when a couple is going through some shit, it pisses me off. I told you, I don't even like to see couples argue in public and stuff, and then when they be like, he better watch himself. I listened to my Beyonce Lemonade album tonight. I'm like, yo, just break up or shut up. Like, yo, that's my thing and stuff, whatever.
We don't need to know that.
We don't need to know. And so like, when it comes to that point and stuff, they're like, yo, if we're going through our shit and we can't sort it out and we're done, then call it a day, because you and your wife are going through some shit. I am taking your side. I'm going to ride with you and all the above. Now, you guys get back to happy land and stuff, whatever. I was riding with you and I was on your side. And I was like, yeah, man, fuck what she was saying and all the above. And I was supposed to just wipe that away.
Wipe that away.
Ain't happened. Like you guys didn't have that conflict. If the less people in your mix, the better.
The better.
That's what I feel and stuff. So that's what I'm saying. Like, yo, you post a photo to and fro, that be that. Because even like with my shit, I had a whole bunch of photos and stuff, whatever, of my ex on there, right?
Right.
And then when it was done, deleted those things. So I think it caught somebody off guard and stuff one day. I think not even the Podical Son thing with it, but I think somebody's like, oh, you taking photos and stuff without your wedding band. I'm like, no, I'm not married no more. And they're like, what? When?
Right.
And then I was like, well, I didn't know I had to declare it and like make it a hairy announcement.
Make an announcement, right.
Whatever, right? I'm like, less people might mix, the better. That's what I feel. So, I'm like, I think that's my pros and cons for like posting relationship stuff.
And it's funny because even with I want to say more so with my IG and my Twitter, I really try to keep that in the realm of business. Right. You know what I mean? Like, if you go, I mean, you will find pictures of me on my Not Your Average Joseph page, but I would say 8 out of 10 times, it's probably me in the studio, me doing something in regards to the studio, me doing something in regards to music, me doing something in regards to the podcast, all in the efforts to promote what I do, because that's essentially what I have those pages for, right? If it's not for that, I'm not up there posting, you know what I mean? Oh, grandma got new teeth. Look at grandma with her new teeth on. You know what I mean? It's like, nah, that's none of your business.
All right. Let's get some real shit. Which is better to have, potential or ambition?
I would say ambition.
Why?
Because with ambition, you got that drive to seek out the potential.
Explain.
Well, the potential might be in front of you, but you might not be ambitious enough to pursue it.
I feel like potential is the dream. I feel like potential is the dream, and ambition is the action. Right. That's what I feel. Right. So I feel like if, like, somebody, you can look at a woman, yes, and see she has potential, yes, to do great things. Right. 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 Compared to like a woman and stuff, whatever, you've seen her and stuff, whatever, she bought a house, she did this, independent woman, all the above. It's already been done. Yes. She's ambitious. Right. it already fell into place and stuff for it. The other one, she has to build and stuff for it, or try to get that. Because I feel like a lot of people and stuff, whatever. And I want to say, with potential and ambition, I was always on the fence with those two and stuff for that. And like when it comes to age, because I realized it's not an age thing; it's what you're doing thing.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like Stan Lee, as I said, R.I.P. Stan Lee and stuff. Stan Lee, Spider-Man slapped that when he was age 41.
Yeah.
Now, if you're a dude or a woman and you're trying to get into the entertainment business and stuff for the past decade or so, and you're 41 and you still haven't like cracked on something, and you haven't taken the steps and stuff, whatever, your potential to me is kind of null and void. You have to have like those steps or the actions to show the ambition to that world.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, and
that's how I feel.
And like I said, I believe in ambition more than potential, is simply based upon what you're saying. Because when you're ambitious enough to want to go forward, you're seeking where you can find the potential to do, you know what I mean, the potential to make what your ambition wants to happen. Whereas, let's go back to the example where you gave, where you may see the potential in somebody, but that same person may not have the ambition to live up to their potential.
Oh, that was deep. It hurt me. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
There's potential in anything, but what's the ambition? What's your drive? Are you gonna go out and seize that potential, or are you just gonna sit back and let that? You know what I mean?
I had a conversation with a woman and stuff. And I think we were talking about like, you know, well, the whole week, the whole world's still been on Kobe and stuff, whatever, right?
Yeah.
And she said to me and stuff, she's like, how come they don't make airplanes with like parachutes and like helicopters and stuff when like things fail?
Yeah.
They don't have like parachutes and stuff on like spines of airplanes and wings, so just in any case and stuff, whatever, it'll slow down the descent of the fall.
They have that.
Right? I told her, like, some of the military vehicles, military ones have those and whatever, right? Like, especially when they deploy those things, like, from, like, the Halo drops. Is it Halo? Halo drops. One of them. One of them. But, like, when they do the drops and all those type of things, like, yeah, like, you know, those things and stuff. So I said, she said, well, how come they don't put them on commercial planes and stuff, whatever, right? So I'm like, I don't know why. Yeah. But I'm like, like you said, if you have a problem with something, like, so I hear what So Say the Sons. Yeah. Like, if you got a problem with something, create it. And then she's, so when, hold on. So when I said create it and stuff, whatever, she's like, what do I have to do and stuff for that? So I'm like, here lies the person with this potential of a great idea. Yeah. But you're not ambitious enough to fill in the blanks to say, okay, you have this idea. What kind of material would it take? No one wants to do research.
Nobody wants to do research.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, you have all this potential and stuff with her, or she probably sitting on this idea for years or decades. Yeah. But you never had the ambition to put, you know what I'm saying, to go forward and stuff with her. So,
yeah. And I mean, what I was going to touch upon when you mentioned that is a lot of times, I mean, we know the military will always get technology before the civilian population.
Absolutely.
So, you know, you're absolutely right into saying, I think from what I've seen and researched, the military has planes where if they have some sort of failure, the engines, the wings, the tail portion can actually disconnect from the main fuselage, and that main fuselage has a parachute system that'll pop up now, and then that whole section now with the passengers in it can land in line safety. Now, obviously, it's got to be tried, tested, and true before you can move it out of the military population and bring it towards the civilian. But, you know, things like that you'd want to see happen in a more rapid pace as to what we know how technology is passed down, right?
Correct.
Like, we're looking at stuff that's life-saving.
Well, that was part of her, I'm going to say, argument when we had that discussion. She's like, you mean where we are in technology, you don't have nothing like that, whatever? I'm like, that's what I said. I'm like, boo. If you hate something, create it. Yeah. Replace it with your own. And then that be that. All right. Let's get to the question of the week. What's the worst advice you've ever received?
Grown men shouldn't cry.
Bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's bad. That's a lot of shit balled up and bottled in, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. Believe it or not, I think one of the worst advice I ever received. Shut up and let things happen. Like don't try to talk about things and stuff. Let things happen and stuff on its own. And I'm like, what if my words might change some things and stuff, or might change my state of being into some things and everything.
Right.
And they just said, like, if you believe in God, just let it go. Let go and let God deal with it and stuff, whatever. But then when I hit the person off, I'm like, God doesn't put you in a situation you can't handle. You put yourself in a situation you can't handle. And they're like, that's your problem. You're not just shutting up and let it happen.
But you know what? I'm a firm believer in God helps those who help themselves.
Me too. I mean, like when it comes to advice, you can get the bad advice. You can get bad advice from good people.
Oh yeah, no, 100%. You can
get and vice versa. You get good advice from bad people.
Yeah,
right. So I mean, like that person, I see their intention
and where they're
coming from and stuff, whatever. But it was just bad advice across the board to me.
Yeah,
I'm like, you probably have other good. The person does have other good advice and stuff, whatever. But you just take it and see what's applicable to you and your world.
Exactly.
That's it.
Exactly. Right? And you gotta know how to filter some stuff, because you're right. I mean, they might give you 5 instances of good advice, and that 6th instance might be bad advice.
The batting average.
Yeah. But you can't look at that 6th instance and say, oh, okay, well, because the first 5 they gave me was good advice, I gotta now look at this and assume that it's good advice. No. It can still be bad advice.
I think experience and time and stuff are like factors of how people can filter some things.
Yeah.
But because I mean, your parents could have been telling you things for the longest and stuff, and as a child, you just chose not to absorb it, right?
Right.
But then your experience and time and stuff, whatever, help make you lock these type of things up in a better way.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I see that. Let's get to the Axe of Sons. Axe of Sons. Adriana _QT. Could you receive a large lump sum of money and put it in one account? I'm gonna say no. Every bank has a limit.
Yes.
To how much money you can put in and stuff for that. So if you win 50 mil, the bank won't take the full 50 mil.
No.
I think they would like specific the banks that I seen here. Yeah. I actually ran a search and shit. They'll take probably like maybe about 10 to 20 mil max.
Now, is that because I'm
that's
trying
one
to,
account.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. I'm trying to understand. I'm trying to think of it if it's bank wise or if it's account wise. Because let's say if you're with the same bank, but you broke that 50 mil over,
you broke it over in like
a certain amount of accounts. Yeah.
Right. Tavon 16 says, how do you tell somebody about their hygiene? You know what I realized?
Yeah.
I'm just a natural asshole. Because my thing and stuff is that, how do you not know you smell? Like, here's my thing.
Yeah.
My thing is, if I hoop, I go play ball, or if I go for a jog and stuff like that and everything.
Right.
I feel like I sweat down there.
Yeah.
So I automatically assume my balls are hot.
Right.
Whatever,
right.
You know?
Yeah.
They're not cocoa nuts yet.
Yeah.
You know?
Not yet.
Not yet. Until after the shower.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. Like when it comes down to it and stuff and everything, I'm like, I know some people can't really like all right, for example, I sprayed my cologne when I came out the shower and stuff, whatever, 10:30 this morning.
Right.
Yeah. I probably can't smell my cologne. I can't. I probably gotta literally smell my clothes and stuff, whatever, to say I smell my cologne.
Right.
And everything. But some people can still smell the cologne.
Right.
Now, my thing and stuff is that, like, you should have a feeling and stuff of, like, your cleanliness and stuff before it initiating. If you're going to put on an old shirt and stuff like that, you don't whip the damn shirt.
Oh, yeah. Oh, God.
Seem like smell like hot armpits and stuff and then burnt feet.
Oh, of course. 100%.
So how the fuck you gonna go out here and stuff, whatever, and think one shower a week is gonna save you and stuff, whatever, and you still gonna smell like sunshine, rainbows, and lollipops? I tell a person, look, go ahead. I'm passionate about this.
I can tell.
Yo.
I think some people can be nose blind after a certain amount of time of just being with that smell.
You're right. You sound like that fucking game commercial. People are nose blind.
Yeah, but it's true.
Yeah.
I think some people can be. But if it's a person that I really check for or I really dig,
You tell them in the PC way.
yeah, I'll try and be as PC as I possibly can without offending that person or you know what I mean, without making that person shut down to what I have to say.
Call them to the side.
Call them to the side and so forth like that, and basically just tell them what I know somebody else who don't care for them like how I care for them would tell them.
Well, yeah, like I look at it like this. If I got I call it like if you got a booger,
Yeah.
I call it if you got a bat hanging out the cave,
Yeah.
and you don't tell me, that means you don't check for me.
No.
You know, if you check for me, you can check me.
Yeah. I'm just leaving you open for other people to look at you and make fun of you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's my thing. My thing and stuff is that like, yo, if I stink or something, you smell me and everything, like whatever, like it's not what you say, it's how you say something. So if you say it in the proper manner,
Exactly.
I'm good to go.
Exactly.
I'm good to go. So I would tell them stuff. Just tell them and stuff, whatever, like, yo, call them to the side, one-on-one. Don't air them out to peoples and stuff. Be like, yo, look, bruh. I'm assuming you're a dude and stuff, whatever. Like, you know, be like, hey, I feel that, you know, you're
This,
not
that, and the-
smelling that
This,
fresh.
that, and the third. I used to work in this warehouse, and we had this this one lady. She was new, right? And I think it was based upon her culture or her religion. She didn't use any underarm deodorant or anything like that, right? But she would wear like thick sweaters. You understand?
Ooh.
And you gotta understand, we're in a warehouse.
You're
You're moving boxes. So a lot of heat is generating,
and that fragrance is moving too.
Whew. I mean, and it came to a point. It got so bad where other people would just went to the supervisor and said, "Listen, if so and so going to continue to smell like that, I don't want to work beside that person." You understand? So you know, it was at that point the supervisor and I had to do their due diligence and take that person aside and explain to him, "Hey, this, that, and the third is what's up."
Right.
But I feel like a friend, you know what I mean, who might have brought that person in there or did that, this, that, and the third, should have just said something. But again, it's the sensitivity of the issue, right? Because if I brought you in, right, I know you for a long time, and I know that it's not something that you do due to the fact of culture and religion. Now I'm almost in a situation where I may offend you or bring some sort of offense, because that person might be like, yo, this is how we all smell, because none of us wear underarm deodorant.
You gotta wash some pits.
Or none of us
man.
do, yeah, you know what I mean? But and it's exactly like that. Yeah, okay, it's okay within our culture, but you got to understand, you're working amongst people who are not part of that culture.
Facts.
Right? So you got to operate on the fact that we all share a common space. We all got to be respectful to each other, regardless of culture
Man, go ahead.
or religion.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
What country is that person from?
I don't think we need to say, because
Off air, you gonna tell me what country?
But I'm pretty sure you could probably guess, because there's only a few countries. Let's be honest. There's only a few countries that do not adhere by certain standards and codes of conduct when it comes to hygiene.
Okay.
I'll leave it at that.
Milan_99 says, salute to Milan. Why do straight men love lesbian porn so much more than straight women love watching gay porn? Because when I'm jerking off, there's only one dick in my fantasy. The end. Yo, I don't know. What you got to say to that?
Because I think it's the whole notion that women lend themselves to sensuality.
Yes, women are sexual.
Yeah.
Sensual.
So it's that whole. I think it's that notion where
men are in brute strength. I know a chick that will.
Listen.
I know a chick,
listen.
so you know a chick that watches gay porn.
A woman will squeeze another woman's breast, and neither of them will feel a way about it.
Yeah.
A man can't grab another man's dick, and neither of them feel another way about it.
Caucasians.
Yeah, and they play those games.
They play those kind of games.
They play those kind of games.
And see, that's the thing and stuff like that. I'm like, it's not even being a hater.
Yeah.
Salute to all the white people out there and stuff like that. But I feel like, yo, it's free. Like, yo, like they get away with it. It's like free murder. Like, what I mean free murder stuff is that, like, yo, they be like, oh, you're such an idiot, and they just yanking niggas' dick. I was like, yo, dog, don't do that gay shit. That's gay. And it's like, well, it's not gay. It's gay if I suck it. I'm like, it's gay in both ways, sir. Sir, it's gay in both ways.
My threshold of gay starts a little bit,
and then this is when they're flipping onto me like black people are so homophobic. And I'm like, here lies the dilemma between race. This is what I'm saying. Yeah. I'm like, we don't play those games.
Yeah.
We don't play those games. I'm not kosher with the butt tapping even in the sports, much less and stuff.
No.
So much less like, yo, give me that. My hands is up here, or give me a shoulder pat, whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I'm like, good job. And you want to tug on my, oh, no.
I don't know.
No, this is it. But I know a woman.
Yeah.
She watches gay porn. I asked her. She couldn't divulge it and break it down to me in words.
Yeah. Does she watch lesbian porn or does she only watch
No. So she watches a plethora of porn.
Okay.
A plethora of porn.
Yeah.
But she said she'll watch gay porn and stuff like that. And I asked her, I'm like, do you diddle your skittle when you watch a gay porn? And she said, yeah, a few times, depending on the guys.
Yeah. So
I was like, that's so weird. I'm like, because you have no equipment what they have.
Not even that. How, like,
you see, that's how Marv sound.
How do you get turned on from two people you know want nothing to do with you?
I don't know, man. I asked her, I'm like, you might have a strap-on fantasy and stuff like that, whatever. And she said she was always intrigued about the thought and stuff like that of ramming somebody. So I guess the ramming factor.
Yeah.
The ramming factor and stuff. I'm like, but you can watch that from a straight porn, no? And just get that and stuff and everything?
Yeah.
And she's like, yeah, but most of the time, like, she's like, I guess the guy getting thing. And then that's when she tried to flip the convo on me. She's like, yo, if a couple was in a relationship and stuff like that, and the woman wants to strap on the dude, I'm like, that's between that couple.
Yeah.
And my relationship, I'm not comfortable with that, whatever.
Pineapples.
Yeah, pineapple upside down cake. I'm not feeling that, so literally and figuratively. So I'm not about that life. That's it, man.
That's it.
I guess we'll wrap it up and stuff, whatever, with So Say the Sun.
So says the sun.
Go ahead and take that away.
You can't have a meaningful death without living a meaningful life.
So say the Suns.
Yeah.
You on your Kobe vibe with that one?
I was on my Kobe vibe, and not only that, it just brought me back to my mom.
Oh, okay. I feel like a lot of times death does that. It brings you back to mortality, about people you've lost and all that type of stuff when it comes in.
You were there. I don't have to tell you how huge my mom's funeral was. It was standing room. It was standing room only. It was standing room only. And that's because she affected so many people's lives in such a positive way that, you know what I mean?
I think
she not forgotten.
Let me tell you something also gangster about your auntie. About my auntie and your mom and stuff. But I think what's so crazy and stuff is that I'm sitting in this section because I'm fam.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of close up and stuff, whatever, holding the side and stuff, whatever. And people who weren't fam, who knew me because of, like, through her and everything, they're asking to come sit by me. I'm like, This is kind of like a family section because that's how you know the funeral is lit.
Yeah.
That's how you know you're a good ass person.
Yeah.
When you have standing section in the funeral and people are standing and stuff like in the entrance area and stuff just to be present of the word and all the above. So I'm looking at stuff. They're back. They're like, yo, please, yo, can you just edge down and stuff and everything. So now the other family are coming around like, who the fuck is this?
Why am I standing?
Why am I standing? Who the fuck is that? And then they got their head down like, let us pray, dear Jesus.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm like, yo.
I literally seen high school friends that I haven't seen in years come to show their respect.
And when they got the win that she passed.
When she passed, because that's, I mean, as a friend, you couldn't come to my house and my mom wouldn't try and partake some type of wisdom or some type of lesson on you.
Right.
Because she always wanted to see the good in people, and she always wanted to see people do good.
Right.
Yeah.
Now I feel that that's things that I guess people and stuff, or a person like myself, can strive for.
Yeah.
To have a funeral like that.
Yeah.
Where you impact so many lives and stuff, whatever, right? And you get your just desserts. Okay.
All right.
Once again, thank you for listening to the Podical Sons. Remember, the difference between genius and stupidity is that genius has its limits. Peace and love.
Peace.
Go Chiefs.
Oh yeah, it is
Super Bowl Sunday, man.
So we're gonna wrap this up and we're gonna get cozy, eat some food, and
Yeah, man. I'm taking some Super Bowl, man.
let's do the do.
All right.
The Podical Sons with Not Your Average Joseph and Sofa King Marvelous.